Hey everybody, it's the Interview Queen, and I am very excited to be catching up with the one and only Shane Helms. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Congratulations. I heard you just got your new contract, big official contract, so congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. It has been a very crazy morning. It's cool that you were able to check that out and see it, so thank you. Yeah, it's an exciting time.
Oh, I'm always on Twitter, so one of those
I mean,
people.
it seems like you are because it's crazy. Last year, you of course had some, or this year, sorry, you had some great announcements to share, and it feels like the stuff that really struck with people though was just your blunt thoughts, your random tweets. Like people love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like I started noticing, and this is over the last couple of years, when I would do autograph signings and stuff, the conversations were less and less about my wrestling and more about what I do social media. So I don't know. I guess there's some good and bad with that. Not everybody likes everything I say, but uh, for the most part, I just try to be funny anyway. So I have a good time with it.
Have you always been blunt in that sense where you're just really sharing your opinion on stuff and you're like, I'm just gonna let people know how I feel it is?
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's okay. Even in now the cancel culture, like why I don't really subscribe to that. Like if there was something I thought years ago that was bad, or not just me specifically, because I kind of feel like I've always been a good person, but for sure I feel like people change. And if you do something or say something, so and so years ago, like maybe you can change and be a better person, later on. So yeah, I've never had a problem speaking my mind, and that's got me in trouble here and there, but
Right.
I think my reputation in the business precedes me in terms of being honest, and being one of those guys. Well, like me or not, I was never going to go behind your back, and you would know how I felt.
I was going to ask if, whether it was behind the scenes backstage or on socials, like it did get you in trouble because now people, even if it's a joke, even a light joke, people can't take it half the time. So it's like you almost have to be a little bit fickle with what you write.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate, but I think social media is in puberty right now. When it first came out, it was just all fun.
Mhm.
Everybody's happy. There's all childish happiness. But now we're in
Exactly.
puberty, where everybody's going through this phase, where their feelings are all over the place. Nobody really knows what to feel. Everybody's angry about something. Everybody wants to complain about something, and everybody wants something to jump on and be a part of. So it's really just puberty, and I think we're going to get to a mature part too, when we start to realize, a lot of this is just nonsense.
Right.
So but I'm still waiting on that. That hasn't happened yet. We're still deep in the puberty phase.
Oh, well, I have to ask since we're talking about social media, when were you first coined the social dragonfly?
Uh, social dragonfly. Uh, Somebody said something about I wasn't a butterfly one time, and I was like, yeah, I think it was like just something I said just right on. I said, yeah, I'm a dragonfly, and then I just thought it was funny, so
It
put
just
it out.
stuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
one of those things.
Well, one of my
Most
favorite,
of the stuff I come up with, it doesn't or it hasn't had a lot of deep thought. It just comes right out, and it's either gold or it's not. So
most of it's gold, I'd have to say. People
I
love what you
appreciate it.
send out, of course. So one of my favorite moments I have shared with you is when we were both working new. And after the show and everything went down, we ended up having dinner with the promoter and Kenny Omega at some diner, and we just talked about comic books. And like I
Yeah,
have been a comic fan since I was a kid, and Omega's one of my favorite wrestlers, and I've been watching you since I was a kid, and it was like very surreal and cool for me, just shooting the breeze about something I love. So for you, I know you're a massive comic book fan, obviously. So if you could
yeah.
have adapted one characteristic or superpower in the ring, what would that have been?
Well, I guess as I started doing the choke slam, super strength, I did kind of adapt in because
100%.
let's be honest, there's not a lot of many people I could choke slam if they didn't assist me. But um, I don't know, if I did have a superpower, it would probably, something to be like just to control their minds. That way, I just can make them fall down.
Over the years, you've had some pretty great looks, whether it was Hurricane Helms or even in 3 Count. So I have to ask, when you look back, is there anything you miss, like whether it's the green hair, is there anything you think, ooh, that was an interesting look for me. Maybe I shouldn't have gone that route.
I don't miss the green hair, because I had that green hair 24/7 for 4 years,
Yeah.
and I was committed to the character, and so, but two, I couldn't do the like spray on dye because my hair was so dark. So we would have to dye it blonde and then dye it green the very same day. So there would be some sometimes like, my match with The Rock, that was one of the weeks where it was just freshly done. So it's all frayed up. And I got this match, with one of the biggest stars of all time. And every picture I see, my hair is just jacked up like a troll doll. And it looks very ridiculous, but it made the character a little bit more endearing at the same time. So I'm glad I did it. I just wish I wish the hair looked a little better. That's
Right.
just being vain. That's just being vain. But
So you wish that it looked better and it was a much easier process.
yes, if it would have been easier to do, yeah, for sure. But like
So
I did it green, like because I first had that long hair and the
yeah.
Velcro straps and the mask were just ripping my hair to pieces. Um, and so that's why I initially cut it. And I just had like little green tips at first, but you couldn't see them because, like I said, my hair was so dark. And so then we went with I just did it myself. Nowadays you got to get everything approved. I just showed up
Very,
at TV one day with green hair. So,
thank you for catching up. I'm so glad we were able to do this.
oh, no problem. Let's do it again soon. And
I would love to.
congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Again,
we
everybody.
first met in TNA, right? Whoever
I
was that?
actually we didn't meet at TNA. No, I think it was actually we were both working. I don't remember which convention, but we were both signing at a convention, and I,
Just a
came
convention
up to
then?
you, and I was just like,
Okay,
"Hi."
okay. I was trying to go through my head. I wasn't because they had a couple female like commentators and stuff come in and out, and I was going. I wasn't sure if it was TNA, and I was like, wow. I mean, I kind of thought it was, but then I think you're right. It was at a convention, and then we
Yeah,
did the NEW show together, and I was,
exactly.
yeah, okay. There you have it.
There we have. I was about to say the same thing. There you have it. Our origin story.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
surprised I can remember anything these days. So
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoy the little and short holidays that you do have, and ringing in the New Year in New York. Not a bad way to do it.
sounds good. Have a good one.
Thank you.